Hi everybody, Mark here at Vengeant Apparatus, and we got one wild truck to show you here today. This is a brand new Ford F550 Blizzard truck that we built with the SAM Hale pump in it. We're going to start at the front and work our way through it and tell you what we did. So we have a buck stop lift kit, as you can see, which is a super single conversion. We take out a lot of the suspension, the front bumpers, and we're going to replace it with all other things that you see here. The push bumper, brush guard in the front. We have some 500 Lin series here in the front. We have some tracers mounted here in the front, which do a crisscross pattern. Right now, keep in mind I'm in park mode. I'm going to go over some function with you in a little bit. We have some LED spots down here at the bottom. We have some M4s. We have some Whelen 500 V series here in the front fenders. We have the buck stop extended fender flare, which we take a step above, and then we also get these PPC coated so they don't fade because they have UV protectant in it and so forth. A lot of product that we use here is the PPC coating for that. As we move through the back of the truck, on the top we have a Whelen Liberty Duo light bar. It's going to have our red, white. It's going to have our white scene function in it. This vehicle is operated by Whelen Core. Whelen Core talks to the OBD2, and we can do things like you see here, which slows flash rates down when the vehicle goes into park mode and would kill white flash at that point too. We have a pair of amp drop down steps. One thing that I really like about the amp steps is that they're fast, you know, and getting in and out of these trucks, they go up and down nicely. So if you're inside and want to rush out of it, you know, you have a step to step on. Down along the bottom there, we have some T-ions. Right now they're in the warning mode, so they're flashing red. When these go into a marker light, they'll actually change and they'll be a marker light and they'll be amber. We can dim those down so they're not so ridiculously warning light bright. And we do that through the Whelen Core system. We'll move through the side of the truck here. This is the SAM's pump module. We do have a full video on this pump module of its operation and how it's working. This is 1500 GPM pump. It works very well for today's industry. Volunteer firefighters, even career firefighters, we're always low on manpower. This isn't to replace the pump operator, it's to assist the pump operator and let them be more functional, as you're already doing now, but just much safer doing so. So please make sure you watch the video of the SAM's module on our page, which has the Hale representative talking about it, and we go a little bit more in depth about that module. We do offer other modules as well. This specifically, like I said, has the SAM unit on it, but we do offer other modules from all major pump manufacturers. One thing that we did here is we took the fit and finish a step above. The diamond plate colored tread plate, the caps that would be aluminum, we've taken all those off and we've powder coated them in-house in our own powder coat division here to match everything else across the bottom of the truck. We understand that function is very important, but we also understand that you as the fire department or firefighter take great pride into what you have sitting in your station, and not just that, almost all of you work extremely hard to get something like this into your station. So we want it to be a functional showpiece as well, and that's one little touch that we do put on. We're going to move to our module in the back. Our module, as if you've ever seen any other videos, we talk about our cage style construction, how it's built. We talk about our extruded aluminum corners. We do not build a formed corner here at Vengeant Apparatus. This unit has Hansen roll-up doors. Hansen door is a very nice door. It rolls very nicely. It has a nice balance between friction and not enough friction. You know, it has a very nice balance between that. These are the lockable version that you see on this truck. We have some rails here at the bottom to protect. These actually do something, okay? They stick out past our door handles, right? So it protects the bottom. They're a usable, functional rub rail for that purpose. We believe that if you're going to put something on a truck, it should not just be all for aesthetics. It should have a function behind it as well, and they definitely do have that. We have a strip light series Whelen light down here along the bottom, just give us some lower level lighting here in this midpoint of the truck. It's out of the pump operator's view, so it's not blinding them while they're standing here. We have some M7s at the top. We have some Whelen, the 500V series there on the side above the wheel well. We have the Rebels up top. Those things are crazy bright. They're 14,000 looms for the single unit. They're crazy. We have them on all sides of this truck. As we move to the back, our tank inside is 300 gallons. We also have a foam tank in this unit as well. Again, a lot of that's all customized and customization of what you want. This compartment specifically has some pack tool mounting on the back wall. Our compartments are sweep out style compartment. All our compartments come with unistrut on the inside. It's not something that we upcharge for. It's something that is standard here at Vengeant Apparatus. As we move around to the back of the vehicle, we're going to see something a little bit different and unique. We're going to see a lot of attention to detail. We're going to see a hose reel in the back of this unit. Again, we come down to the fire departments not having a lot of manpower and resources in today's world. So this unit with the SAM's pump, we can drag and drop to get everything into operational mode. And by the time we get back here, the pump's running, it's ready to go. We can pull this and we can put out a dumpster fire or a car fire or something of that nature. Quick deployment, easy cleanup, made for low manpower. The hose reel industry went away probably for a good decade or two. But you're going to see it start coming back because it's easy cleanup. It's easy deployment and it's easy cleanup. We have some grab handles here which are backlit, which are really cool. You can't see it specifically in this video obviously because it's daylight out, right? But these handles are backlit red, so it gives a nice accent at nighttime when you're grabbing a hold of these. You can't miss them because they are black, which matches everything else. We have some hard sleeve holders here at the top. Another thing that we do is everything is aluminum trimmed with PPC coating, so that protects this edge, right? You know, so as you're putting stuff in and out, it just makes it a cleaner application for the future, so you're not beating the truck up. We have adjustable hose trays up top. We do have a pre-connect as well, a 2.5-inch rear pre-connect up in there with a DNS custom hose cover up on the top. Rear camera is recessed so we don't damage it. It's mounted in there. We can flip this down and we're going to have 2 ladders here on the inside. They'll slide right out the back. Not too often are you going to find a lifted, well, probably never, let's just say that, a 550 SAM's truck with 2 ladders mounted in with 300 gallons of water. You can put gear in and we can still meet your GVW requirements because we do not alter GVW here at Vengeant. Something that we do not do. There's a lot of manufacturers that do that, and we do not. The arrow stick on the back is made out of Whelen T-ions. Right now it's in the DVI mode. Listen, it's probably not going to look right here because DVI with the camera, for some reason cameras don't pick it up right. It just doesn't look right all the time. It's going to look like it's flashing. I promise you it's not doing that. It's going in a fade in and fade out mode. We can put the whole truck into DVI as well, but the standard pattern for response mode on the arrow stick is DVI. It is super effective with the warning light setup like we have here. We have some rear pull-out steps from our friends at Zyco. So if we do need to get up into this truck, we have points of contact at all times. We also have a small compartment down here at the bottom, just to kind of throw a catch-all. It's something that we've done on all our bodies like this. Just gives you some extra storage space because you can never have enough of storage space. We also have something kind of cool in this truck, and that is our train horns, which are built into the front bumper, okay? So if you ever get the opportunity to see this truck specifically, make sure you ask to hear the train horns because you're gonna wanna hear them. It's a pretty wild setup that we have in it. I'm going to go over a little bit of function with you and lighting for you folks that like the lighting side of it, and wrap the video up from there. Okay, on the top of the truck, we have a Command Series light tower. This is the Slim Series. This thing's pretty wild. So I'll put it up here for you. They're using FireTech lighting. Keep in mind we're dealers for all of these. So we can rotate this thing sideways. Now you would think, okay, you would think that you would get this horizontal line, right? That like shines. There's no, you do not get that. This gives you a enormous wide 180 angle the whole way around this thing. It's incredible at nighttime. You can go all your different directions. You can do other stuff, other things as well with this. You can put a beacon on it. You can do an arrow stick up on the top of it. There's all kinds of other functions that you can actually do with this. So there's some lighting. You can just turn one on. You can turn both on. So different function. And then it has a park mode. If you push the park mode, it'll just put it down where it belongs. I'm just going to set this here for the time being. We're going to show you some lighting function on the truck. I'm going to hop in here for a second. I'm just going to go over right now. Like I said, we're in slider position 3. I'm just going to bump it out of park here, put it into drive, take the e-brake off. So that's going to be response mode. It's going to activate our white flashing in it. Slider 2, if I purposely want to, I can turn off my white flash by going to slider switch 2. So maybe if I'm responding in fall conditions or something like that, it takes care of, and the slider switch 1 bumps us back a little bit more. Another thing that this truck does is, if you notice, we turned on a scene light here in the side. We've also turned on all our scene lights in the side of this truck as well, which is all controlled through the door opening switches. So if I close it, it'll retract. It'll put it back in the warning mode. It'll take our scene lights off. If I open it, it's going to inadvertently turn it back on. There's a photo cell built into the light bar as well. The photo cell knows when it's dark outside, and it will automatically take every light in the truck, and we can auto dim it to a setting that we set it at to auto dim. And that's something that we can work with you as the customer on how far do you want it to dim, things of that nature. If you want to come into the inside of the truck, we're going to just brief over the console setup real quick. The consoles are built in-house for Vengeant. We're not using a prefab console. Every one is custom made. It is a bed liner material that we're making our consoles out of. They're very clean, they're very sharp, they're very durable. This is our engagement for our pump. And then we have a set of cup holders. We have areas there for Knox boxes or radios, whatever it may be. And then our wheel and siren controller here with all the functions that we have on it. We do use Xantrax inverters, which gives us 110 to the outlets when the truck is plugged in, and it also gives us 110 when the truck is running like it is now to our outlets as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in to our YouTube channel, looking at another incredible job that these guys did in this shop, between the Vengeant Apparatus, making the core of the body, building the body, and then the rapid response team coming in and doing our electrical work. It just flows very nicely. We're growing rapidly. We have a lot of trucks in the process being built. We have a lot of trucks that are approved and a lot that are quoted, and it's going well. And we would love to talk to you about Vengeant Apparatus and rapid response, and even our graphics department, Market Graphics. Everything is done in-house. You deal with a family type environment. We're easy to get along with, and we're all about the customer. And as you can see here, customizations is missing in this industry, and we're here to bring it back, and that's exactly what we're doing. Thanks again for tuning in. If you have any questions, give us a call. Visit us at vengeantapparatus.com, 911rapidresponse.com, and marketgraphics.com. Thanks everybody, and have a fantastic day.